I think that Title IX is one of, like Christine said, I think Title IX is one of the most important laws passed in the last century and continuing into this century. And I don't know if people know this, but I'm in the process of starting a league. And we actually wrote to the Department of Education and said, if we pay male athletes, what's the implication for the female athletes at the schools that we're working with? And they wrote back saying, you have to match dollar for dollar. It's not exactly dollar for dollar, but close enough. And so this is why I say that if we let the market open up and athletic directors decide that their fans can tolerate, say, $100,000 a player, what that means is that they have to make sure they budget $100,000 times 13 for women's sports too, if we're talking about basketball. And if they can't afford that, then they have to lower the amount they pay the male players to make sure they comply with the law, because federal law dominates here. And so that's the idea, is the idea that schools will open themselves up to litigation is, I think, kind of silly, or it means they're poorly run. And so we're almost like, well, schools are run by incompetence, so we better not pay athletes.
Let me let Christine respond to that.
Well, no, that's not what we're saying at all. What we're saying is, as a living, breathing adult, where, again, the term basketball just gets thrown around here and football, I love that you guys are talking about paying women the exact same amount as men. But folks, in this argument, that is not what anyone else is talking about. Kudos to you. But the reality of this conversation is all about paying men, not women. And again, Andy, I'll put you in charge of paying the women. But I'll believe it when I see it, folks.
You do concede that common sense fact that the world out there is talking about paying the men players.
NBA players get paid more than WNBA. If there were a Title IX for professional basketball players, they would get paid around the same.
The point is, see, you just opened the door there, Andy. That's professional. This is college. And we have made a choice as Americans that we want our girls to have the same opportunities as their brothers in high school and college. It is not about paying. It is about, it's not about a free market. It's about college. So, again, go ahead. I hope, I'm going to put you in charge then, Andy, of paying all the women equal to men. And I'll believe it, folks, when I see it. So, again, keep that in mind, because you are talking about loads of money now that I guess it all come from Nick Saban's contract.
Is your position then that gender inequality is okay once you leave college?
No, it's not okay.
Well, then why is it okay for the women to be paid less in professional basketball than the men? The answer is because the market values men's professional basketball more than it values women's professional basketball.
You're now putting the college into the market.
Yeah.
Then what I am saying is, to the reality of this conversation, is that you're going to end up having men get paid more than women, which will be a Title IX violation at every university.